Hello everyone, I'm the Mad Hatter of 92 and welcome back. I do have some things to try for an otaku snack attack, but I want to do something different. I was out of my local neighborhood Walmart. A bunch of seasonal items are available, from desserts to treats, all sorts of things. For Halloween and fall season, there's a lot of seasonal flavors. And when it comes to oatmeal, I usually just do instant oatmeal or put it over the stovetop, just plain peanut butter, maybe a scoop of protein powder, berries, bananas, all that jazz. And I like the simplicity. You can doctor up oatmeal any way you like. But when it comes to flavors, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of some of the flavors. I used to like apple cinnamon quite a bit when I was elementary. Now, just mostly plain. And I do like maple brown sugar, but I always try to go for the lower sugar variant. And I saw a seasonal flavor, pumpkin spice, of course, and caramel macchiato. I had to get the caramel macchiato. I mean, that sounds weird for oatmeal flavor, but I got to give it a try. But Halloween is almost here, and I love October. One of my traditions, I cheated this year. The day before October started, I started watching Halloween-themed stuff, from shows to shows to movies to anything in between. I'm playing Resident Evil 2 Remake just to get hyped for Halloween, stuff like that. Some of the movies I've watched, Army of Darkness, classic, a lot of the Paul W.S. Anderson Resident Evil movies are bad in my opinion, but that's just me. If you like it, that's all well and good, that's fine. And there's some interesting moments to be had in the franchise, but Hollywood has a good reputation of butchering a lot of beloved franchises for video games and other things like that. But you know what? I'll chalk up the first one as a guilty pleasure, and Extinction, the first half of that's okay, the rest of it's meh. I have not watched District 9 yet. I'm going to. I've seen that many times before. It's probably one of my favorite sci-fi movies, but I gotta watch that. A couple other things too. I just really like this time of month. It's finally getting nice outside. It's almost 10 right now in the morning, and it's still very nice. Over the last, I want to say, 3 weeks, give or take, it's been really nice. The weather's getting finally cooling off, and granted, the summer hasn't been that awful, so I'll take it for the nicer weather. Rewatching some YouTube Let's Plays of some classic Resident Evil games, things like that. I like really get hyped for Halloween. And got my costume ready about 2 weeks ago. At the last component of my costume ready to go. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. Now the plan is to go over to my sister's place because there's a big commute over there for Halloween. I've never been there, but it's supposed to be really popular for Halloween. My nieces and nephew will be there, so I'll hang out with them for a bit. That's if it goes according to plan. Things can change, of course, but that's the plan. Go over there for a bit and then head back on my side of town. But if not, if it doesn't fall through, I have backup plans anyway, so that'll be good. I just need help with the costume just a little bit. Putting the wig on and some makeup around the eyes. That's all I need help with. But really looking forward to that. And I won't spoil anything, but it's from an anime that kind of popped up about a year or two ago, I want to say. It was very popular on Netflix, and the manga. I didn't read the manga either, so I need to start doing that. I heard it's really good as well, as the show is. So I'm very impressed with it, and I'm waiting for season 3, but we'll see what happens. I will put photos and probably make a video of it as well when I'm out and about. But Halloween's always been a good time. It's not the same as you are as when you're a child, obviously, but still really good times. You get nostalgia references, and you just remember the good old times. And neighborhoods are always different when it comes to like trick-or-treating. You have the high-end neighborhoods, the rich neighborhoods, and they give out full-size candy bars, etc., etc. Growing up, I really had those kind of neighborhoods. Like, sometimes we get some pretty big handfuls, but not like king-size candy bars or anything like that. But still very good time. I had some, not funky, but I had some weird Halloween costumes. To me, it wasn't cringe, but to me, looking back at it now, one of the costumes I don't like going as, I think I was probably 5 or no more than 5. I was a cowboy. I had a pencil mustache, I had the boots, I had the Mickey Mouse cowboy hat from Disneyland. Do you remember those? I don't know if they still have them. It was goofy, but, I was only 5, if that, so it is what it is. And other than that, when it comes to like goofy looking costumes I was in, I think that was the most goofy one I had. Yeah, I was just trying to rack my brain. I was like, yep, that was the goofiest one I did. It's okay. I've seen cringier costumes before. Even then, it wasn't that bad, but still, I'm like, ugh, why did I do this? Why? But Halloween's always pretty good. In the neighborhood I grew up in, it wasn't that big. The first couple of years, it wasn't too bad. There was many, almost, not every house, I want to say almost every other house, they were giving out candy. So that was pretty good. And the traditions, I never used the pumpkin pails or anything like that. I always just used my pillowcase. I get a whole lot more candy in there. And then after the night was done of trick-or-treating, of course, the parents would always inspect your candy. They still do that. It's definitely recommended. Always check your candy regardless. Good times. Very good times. I just remember, too, just like going through my neighborhood and other communities, just like whiffing the pillowcase and just smelling all that candy in there. And there were times where I never got once a full pillowcase of candy, but I got pretty close. I want to say maybe 2 occasions I almost had a completely full pillowcase, and that was rare too. I mean, like whatever candy I got, which is good, but having a full pillowcase, that was rare for me. And remember one Halloween, I wasn't sick, but I had surgery in 2nd grade. I had a cyst on my head that was getting a little bit too big and they had to be surgically removed, and it was okay. I mean, I woke up from surgery and I was a little bit of pain. I was only 2nd grade, for crying out loud. I shed some tears, but I woke up. And my mom and my brother were there watching Cinderella. I looked over my pillow. I'm like, ew, there's blood on the pillow. It wasn't like a whole bunch, but it was like, this much. But, the stitches were still setting in, so. And it was near Halloween. It was a couple days before Halloween, and I couldn't go trick-or-treating, just like up in the cul-de-sac and things like that. Honestly, I could have, but my parents were not gun-ho about I don't, be too physical. I still had to rest, but parents do that. It's okay. They care. So after the small commute of trick-or-treating, the houses I could go to, I went to, they took me to my local Walgreens. I just got a big bag of M&M Crispies, and that was the last of my candy I got, so that was pretty cool. I tore into those M&M Crispies pretty quick. I didn't eat the whole bag in one night. Even as a kid, I was like, candy. Of course I like sweets, but like I was never an absolute fiend when it came to it. I didn't portion it out, but I wasn't horrible. I went down the whole bag. I mean, that would be bad. Even then, back then, supposed to now, like if I did that, I'd be sicker than a dog. Back then, probably still sick, but not as bad as if I do it now. But yeah, good times. I still gotta watch. So the things I'm watching right now to get prepped for is some movies. I gotta watch District 9. Some YouTube videos I'm watching. I'm rewatching the first season of Danton on Blu-ray. Now I finished that one just the other day. I gotta watch the 2nd season. Chainsaw Man on Blu-ray as well. A couple other things. I just upped my Crunchyroll app too. Well, my brother did. So I gotta pick out a few more things. I started watching Kaiju number 8 again. I have not seen the 2nd season. I wasn't aware because I was off Crunchyroll for a while. So watching that, and it's pretty good. But that's just some of the things I liked about Halloween. I can go on and on and on, but I don't want this video to be very long. But I just love Halloween. I'm very much looking forward to it this year. I've never cosplayed before, and my sister's doing it as well. She's going to be a character from Spirited Away. I still won't spoil mine, but you'll find out the day of. So that'd be really fun. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell that way you know I've uploaded. I tip my hat to you all. Thank you for watching. Take care, my chooms.